here to talk about SPFx custom localization. So localizing SPFx web parts for the pages rather than the user's language. Again, Brian McCullough, longtime listener, first-time caller. So I've been on the other side of things for a long time, and I contributed a sample a little while back to the PMP samples, and then was asked to present. So I said, why not? So first time presenting here. So before I get going, I want to thank everybody that's been involved in the community to make this presentation so easy and so welcoming for me. So thanks for everything. That's how to get a hold of me. I don't have any badges on my slide like Simon does, but hopefully maybe I get one after this. Anyways, all right, so the problem. Working on some stuff for a customer, and they were trying to send communications and having those communications localized to folks. So French-speaking folks would go to a French page, and Spanish-speaking folks would go to a Spanish page, etc. And what we were seeing is like we could get the folks to get to the right page, but what we were seeing is if the users if the web settings or the users settings in their browser weren't configured to map to things, they were seeing the untranslated version. So for example, here I'm viewing a French page, or what should be a French page, but the web part was not localized to French because my browser settings and everything else about my M365 profile said that I was English speaking, but all of the content around the web part was French. And so what is the solution? So what we did is we wrote a little code into the web parts and detected the if we were on a translated version of a page, and then pulled in the correct translations and displayed them within the web part itself. Right. And that's it. Not a lot of slides here, so we're just going to go right into I think the code. Right, so let me stop sharing this. Let me instead share the demo. I'm sorry. So we're going to look at the demo page first. So here I have the SharePoint Online page. Again, an English page. So we're just going to go ahead and request the translations. We're going to create them all. Okay. And so again, when we go over to the French version of the page, the web part strings are still pulling in all of the English stuff based on my settings. Now, I thought that there might have been something in the page context or something that would allow me to do that. I looked at the culture info, but I didn't see anything in there. You can see it's still pointing at English US. So again, if anybody on the call knows of a way to do this better or differently or anything like that, like I'm all ears. I don't claim to be an authority here or anything like that. So then again, so what we do, put the page in edit mode. We'll just go to the web part here, settings. And we'll change the localization mode. Instead of being the default, we're going to change it to detect based on the page. And then once we do that, we can see that we're correctly pulling in our translations from the localization files here. Okay, so we can go ahead and publish that page then. And now when I come to the page, I will see the French translations of things. Cool. All right, so how did we do this? Let's go back over here. Share. Can you all see Visual Studio Code now?
Yes, yep.
Okay, great, thanks. All right, and okay, so when we initialize the web part, we just go ahead and load up the localization string. So what we do is we'll default to pulling in the strings based on the default configuration. But if we are configured to use a different version of the localization mode, then what we'll first do is we'll get the locale from the URL. So it just takes the localization mapping and then gives us the 4-character code to do the localization. And then what we'll do then is we will try to get the appropriate localization file from the loc directory over here, and pull that in, and then we overlay that on top of the rest of the strings. And then all we do is take those strings, and when we are rendering the web parts, in this case it's React, but we then pass those strings down to the other components, so that then those components can then display the strings appropriately. So I think that's really about it.